Okay. Select the stream. Okay. All right, so let's just, I think the voice seems to be working all right. That's good. Let's see if this works. So this is the latest version of the B314 by Aeroworks. They have improved the quality of the, let's just go into a different view actually to get us a better view of the side of the aeroplane. They have significantly improved the quality of things like the lettering on the side of the plane. It is much better than it was, and you can see the benefits of the previous release. You can see the inside of the cabin. If we were to go back in time a little bit just to make it dark, you can see the lighting. You can also see inside. That's the other big change from the previous version, which you can see inside the cockpit as well. Whereas in the first version, it was all a bit fogged out. So that's good. That's rather nice, actually, isn't it? This is Marseille, by the way. That we're just on the outskirts of Marseille. Which is looking rather pretty, I think. I think that's the main airport there. Yeah. That's the main airport. This is the seaplane base. And it's a bit tricky for this aeroplane to maneuver. I'm not going to lie. So I've put it outside the outside the reaches of the actual harbour itself, and we are positioned ready to take off. Let's just wind this time forward a little bit, and then we'll get started. Okay. All right. So if we just have a quick look, sorry, at they haven't fixed the issues with the water at the rear end of the plane. If I go, yeah, oops, sorry, wrong way. Quite difficult to maneuver, isn't it? So you can still see as you go towards first class, obviously you stop getting your feet wet. So I think we'll give them on that and just get ourselves into the cockpit. So we're in the cockpit now. We will go through the start procedure, which is master on. Oops, where am I? There we are. That's what we need. We need to make sure that the fuels, that's the port tanks. Oops, wrong way, sorry. Port tanks for 1 and 2. Starboard tanks for 3 and 4. Yep, that's right. All right. Fuel transfer switches are on. We've got the mixture set. The engine count's about half. That's okay. Bit of throttle. Back to the cockpit, and then we are gonna have a quick look round. I can't see anything obviously in the way. So we will get the aircraft going. Ooh, speedboat going past. That's good for a giggle, isn't it? All right. All right, there we go. Engine number 1 running, which is good. What we'll just do is a replay of that because one of the changes is smoke, apparently. So if we go back a little bit, there goes the speedboat. Let's see what the smoke looks like. Ooh. Missed it. Let's try again. It's interesting that the bow wave doesn't affect the aeroplane, does it? There we go. Smoke coming out. How about that? All right. That's engine number 1 started. Let's go for engine number 2. There we go. Engine number 3. And engine number 4. All right. So we have the engines running, which is not a bad start, is it? Okay. I'm not going to go through lots and lots of checks and stuff. We're just going to get on and get into the air. And then the other thing that they have apparently sorted out is that the gyro is now better, which should improve the performance of the simple autopilot. Okay, so we are currently facing difficult to tell actually. Okay, let's get a stab on. All right. Okay. Climbing away. It does look a lot crisper, it has to be said. I mean, I think the overall effect is still quite X-Plane 11, I'd say. It's not, photorealistic, but as I think I've said in previous videos, I'm not sure that's entirely the point of this add-on. It's realistic to fly as far as I can make out. Obviously, with my limited experience of actually flying the thing, but it does seem to align to the manual, which is always good. Just going to get double head tracking. Just for a sec. Let's get that going. All right. For that. It is an impressive beast. We're going to aim west. Get up to 3,000 feet, and then we'll level off, I think. It's missed. I hear that Toby Eye Tracker's coming in native form to explain in the next release, which is an interesting development. It's not cheap though, has to be said. 300 quid or something. At some point I'll have to decide whether I'm prepared to pay the price for the capability, I suppose. That's just probably no, but you never know. I think if I had £300 spare to spend on my flight simulation experience, it would go on something else, to be honest. There we go. Let's just try and get it trimmed as best we can. And then we are going to go, is it 1? Interesting. Views do seem to have rather stopped working, which is slightly irritating. How odd. Oh, because I'm on. You idiot. Right. If you have eye tracking working, the views don't work. Who'd have thought? 2, 3. There we are. All right, let's put the gyropilot on. Turn it off a minute. Not quite. Not quite wings level. You have to be bang on, otherwise. 2. Okay. You rather seem to be turning south at the moment, which is a bit odd. Let's just have a look. Okay. Yeah, that's not the way we want to be going at all. So let's go to 3. Let's just turn that off. Discovered the actual compass is down here. We want to be 270, don't we? Okay. 3. Gyropilot on. 1. Two. Oops. Is that the wrong way? No, that is. Oh, okay. That's it. No, that's. Yeah, that's it. Okay. There we go. So that has, basically, by controlling the control surfaces, we have, to an extent, no, wrong way, wrong thing. Hang on. Bit of fine tuning. Just need to get it traveling stably in the right direction. And what about the rate of climb? Let's have a look. Just get that sorted out as well. Rate of climb is slightly up, so what we need to do is poke the elevator slightly. There you go. There you have it. Oh, you know, let's just let that settle for a minute. Would I trim my way to that now? Probably, eh? There we are. All right. So now we're traveling. We can have a quick look at the plane flying along without having to worry too much about controlling it. And I'll say that it has moved on a fair amount since the first version. 2, 4, 5, 6, 5 extinguishers, 7, is the radio operator, 8 is that view, and 9 is that view, which I always quite rather like. From the navigator's console, that's the navigator's desk, radio operator's desk, and these are all, oops, apart from that one, related to the engineer. I think I might have messed up one of the engineer's ones actually. I think right. Ooh. If I just move that way a bit, I think that is supposed to be 5. So if I go 4, 5, there we go, 6, 7, 8, 9. Then if we go there, yeah, we just go there and turn round and go that way a bit. Go Control 2, so that gives us 1, 2. Forward, let's go into, that doesn't work, does it now? Let's go into first class, which is here, of course. And 3, and then I think what we could do with 2, let's no, sorry, that one. Shift and 2. What we could do with is the bottom of the stairs. Remember where the stairs are. This is the other end, isn't it? The sharp end's the bottom. So slightly drunken wander. And then we will go Control 4. Control 5. And then if we go to something like 4, we should be able to find the stairs. Yeah, there we are. Or 6. So you would go 1. I fancy a wander down. How about that? There you go. Nicely set up. Right, how far have we got? And how fast are we going? We're going 147 knots, which is not too shabby. We've got almost nowhere, but never mind. 54. So there we are. Looking a bit sharper. I mean, it is still the plane that it was, but every iteration makes it a bit tighter, a bit cleaner. And you know what? It's not the best looking, most photorealistic models an X-plane, but it flies realistically, and it is a lot of fun. And it's a throwback to a period of aviation It seemed like it would last forever, and then just didn't. It's fascinating, the history of it all. How quickly, after the Second World War, the manufacturers of these aircraft are busy coming up with new designs and new aircraft. And then the de Havilland Comet and their ilk appear out of the mists of technological innovation, and that's it. They're done. And within, very short periods of time, they've been replaced by tubes of aluminium with jet engines on them, flying from hard runways. Doesn't stop them from being a fabulous idea, though, and really rather beautiful. So there we go. We'll just leave it like that for a bit. I have an idea that we could circle in and land there, maybe, or perhaps there, actually. Let's give that a go, see how we get on. All right, back into the cockpit. It's just over there. We're going to come in. See if I can find the landing checklist whilst we're pottering in. Oops. Yep, that's in the way. Procedures. All right, so landing normal. Disengage the gyro pilot, which we have done. Set the mixture to rich, which is the job of the engineer. Oops, sorry. Job of the engineer. Yep, mixture's rich. Switch off the fuel transfer pumps. Set the propellers to 21 RPM. Okay, so we need to get a bit down then. 2100 RPM. All right, we can do that. When we get there. How we're doing for height. And we need flaps at 60. How are we doing for height? It's 2100 RPM, isn't it? That's 2200 actually. That's 2100 RPM. And what's the we'll put 60 flaps 60 down at low below 110 knots, just off the surface de-ice as we go and retract flaps when the aircraft is definitely on the ground, on the water. All right. All right. Think of this as the base leg. You can see the basin there that we're aiming for coming up. Everything happens really slowly. Isn't that gorgeous, eh? Okay, so coming towards the coast now, look, and we're aiming for sort of over there to land. And the wind is coming from our right just at the moment. No idea what's happening on the stream, to be honest. Cool. People watching. Welcome. This is my first experience of doing this. It's a bit of an experiment. We'll see how it goes. All right. Well, there's there's none of the usual. Oh, I didn't like that landing. I'll do another one. Malarkey this time. No opportunity to edit. I've no idea what it's looking like either. I'm sure we'll get the hang of this if it proves to be popular. Ooh. Right, how we doing? We will turn into wind now. All right, come on, slow down. We'll slow down. Right, now we can get the flaps deployed. Uh, 54. And we are into wind. It didn't occur to me that I don't actually know how to tell if the flaps have deployed or not. Okay.
400. 300. 200. 100. 50, 40, 30, 20, 10, 3.
There we are. I don't know if that's actually controlling the flaps. We'll have to investigate that. How about that? All right, let's see how we got on. That didn't feel completely terrible, has to be said. I'll follow along with that.
100. 50, 40, 30, 20, 10, 3.
Okay.
300. 500. 400. 300. 200. 100. 50, 40, 30, 20, 10, 6.
Bit fast, I think. But it wasn't too bad, was it? Could have been worse. Anyway, there you go. Let's switch off replay mode. Oh, okay. All right. So it's electrically operated. It's like a Cessna 150. All right. So we landed without any flap, really. To all intents and purposes. Never mind. Anyway, there you go. Latest version. Boeing 314 from Aeroworks. It's an interesting alternative to beetling around the virtual world in an A320 or a Boeing 737, I guess. It's not really my regular gig, as those of you who follow the channel would know, but I think it's really rather nice and it's a bit of fun. So thank you for watching. Here end of the first stream.